Hello, everyone. So we're back again with Survivor, uh, season 44, episode 1. And it was weird. I had no idea what was going on. It started with this lady named Caroline, and she's a drug counselor, and she seems high as shit. I don't know what the hell that was. And I don't know why they decided to start with that nonsense, but they did it. I think she believes she's quirky, but I believe she's gotten high so many times that it broke her brain, and now she's permanently screwed up. It was wild, and I can't believe she actually counsels other people. It's just crazy. All right, so it started with her, then we come to the cast, and I couldn't be more disappointed. Weird people. I think it could be the nerves. It could be like their first time doing this kind of thing, but they all seem like they have autism. It was crazy. And let's start with this lot right here. Okay, so each tribe have their token gay guy, and on this tribe, it's this dude, obviously. This guy possibly, but he's just weird, and I don't like adults that have anxiety issues. You've had a lot of time to acclimatize to socializing with other people. And if you haven't figured it out, that's a you issue, not everyone else. All right? And it's fucking weird, especially as an adult, which means you have adult responsibilities and adult freedom, and people are trusting you to essentially be responsible. And you can't deal with normal conversation and normal situations. That's problematic. So this dude, I don't like it. I don't like whatever the hell is going on with this guy. A lot of anxiety. He talked about dealing with a breakup, one of the most mundane things that happen in people's lives. Sure, it's difficult, but he practically almost broke into tears about it. It was just weird. And that's one of the issues when you have with people with social anxiety. It just children are more emotionally stable. This guy, fireman, he's not going to be good at this game. He's not. This guy possibly could be good at this game, but I haven't seen much of his social skills. This lady over here, engineer, a lot of ego in this one. This one here, she might be a social nightmare. She might be able to kill this game. She's doing some big stuff. This lady, probably useless. A lot of people in the sciences in this season, engineers, social sciences, freaking. I think there was a lot of tech. There was a lot of people in tech. It was just an overload of non-entertaining folks. All right, especially if you're gonna have a show. These are not the people you want to see. They're the weirdos that sit in the back of the classroom type of people. So we have this tribe here, token. I'll give them this. A lot of gay dudes this season, but I'll give them this. It's a positive representation of gay people, because most of them are married. Freaking, if you want to promote gay people, freaking marriage and families is probably the way to go. So if that's their goal, then they're doing it. There's, I think, this one here and this one here, and you can tell by the way they're standing, and they're both married. So good on them. Then see this. This lady, very nervous, very nervous. I think her name is Maddie, the one in the blue jeans over here. A lot of forehead on her. And this one, I don't know. I can't remember what she did. I think she played the game a little bit. This guy over here, uh, forgettable. This dude, I think. Oh, that guy. I think his name is Brandon. He's an ex NFL, which is football player, and he looks like Genuine in the face. The singer Genuine, he looks just like that guy. I already talked about them. This one over here, very social, very animated, theatrical even. I thought he was Muslim or Middle Eastern, but I think he said he was Puerto Rican. It didn't make sense. My eyes and was saying something different from what he was saying. This guy over here, don't know because he got injured and he got kicked out of the game. This dude, I believe he's an engineering student. I believe, and I think he's trying to get a job at NASA, something like that. And he's possibly also gay, but he's a young guy. Not much going on there, but he's smart. Her, I think she's, I don't know, not much personality. Behind him, I don't know who the hell that is. And there's the crazy lady that is a drug counselor that looks like she's on drugs. Looks, sounds, acts like she's on drugs. Like everything about her says lots of drugs. All right. So that's the cast. No one to get excited about. They're not impressive people. Very forgettable, every single one of them. All right. So they get to the first challenge. I don't even know if there was even a reward for this challenge. I don't think anyone won or lost anything. Oh yeah, I think their reward was they got to choose what the next thing, their camp competition was going to be. They got to choose first or whatever for camp supplies. I think that was what it was. All right, so they had to run to go get puzzle pieces, then come back and assemble a puzzle. The guy that got injured, he he was supposed to dive underneath a platform. So see here, see the level of incompetence. You can see this wide gap that because it gets gradually lower as you curl underneath. And there's going to be some mud there. So he's supposed to dive underneath this. Before he even got to the difficult part, he dives and hits his head directly into this wooden beam right here. You can see his head is gushing a little bit. It was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Like, he didn't even get to the difficult part. There wasn't any sand in his eyes. He just headbutted the wooden beam. Just give you a different image of it. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it gets more difficult as you go there. You see a little wood there that you have to go underneath. Before he even gets anywhere, everyone else is crawling underneath it. He literally dives right into the beam. I don't understand how that happened. And he's one of the older guys too. Just the level of incompetence in these people. I don't know where they were shopping for contestants, but they need to throw the whole cast back because that was dumb. So eventually they got their puzzle pieces. They're assembling the puzzle pieces. The first tribe to get their puzzle pieces all together, and I gotta give it to them. The NASA student and the flamboyant gay dude, they got some brains on them. It's possibly mostly the NASA student, but they got that puzzle done really quickly. And that is when they fucked up, because the next part was to This is just insane. So the next part, as you see right there, is they have to get these rings off on top of this pole here. So they have to grab the rings and throw it up and get it off the pole. And you see the little stud there stopping it. So for some dumbass reason, they decided to send this lady to go do it. I don't know why. This obviously requires strength. So it would make sense to send the guys to do it, which is what most of the other tribes did, except for this tribe. They sent one lady, and I think she was one of the taller ladies, and she was able to get it. But all the other tribes, they sent dudes, and those guys got it pretty quickly. I think her name is Caroline, the drugged out drug counselor. She was there the whole time, couldn't get the ring up off of the pole, and pretty much she was stuck there. I think they couldn't switch her out, or maybe they just chose not to switch her out. But she was just there. She even took off her pants because apparently her pants was holding her back from tossing the ring. Long story short, she didn't get it. The first tribe to finish, I believe, was the green tribe. Let me show you what this lead is, this lead that they have. So the other two tribes had to literally cheat off their puzzle to get it. She's already at the ring. She's tossed it 3 times up, hasn't gotten it. They literally come back. They literally watched this puzzle, go back and forth, watching this puzzle, assemble it, and then come back. And I think the green tribe, they sent a guy. He goes in, he tossed it right off. The girl came next. She tossed it off. And then the third one was the guy again. He tossed it. And then this tribe, they sent a guy. I think they sent guys all 3 times, and they got the ring off of there. So the green was the first one to win. I think, was it the green? Maybe it was the orange. It was the orange. The orange tribe was the one that won that one. I think the girl did slow down the green tribe a little bit, and the orange tribe sent all guys, and they got it first. So the green came in second, and of course last is the purple, because they sent drugged out drug counselor to fail for them. All right, so that was that first little competition they got. Did they get Flint? I think they got Flint. I think everyone got Flint except for the losing tribe, maybe. I'm not sure. All right, and then when they get back to their tribes, each tribe has a little cage in their tribe, on their tribe grounds, and it looks like this. And you see a little bird cage with a lock on it, and a little pouch in the middle of the cage. So, and they have to find the key to unlock the lock and get the prize. So if someone unlocks it and gets the prize, everyone is going to know someone got it, because they're going to see the cage is empty. So basically, that's the premise, is to cause paranoia instead of hiding whatever advantage. They have it out in public, and the thing that's hidden is the key. So every tribe saw that, and they all had a little discussion about it. Then the orange tribe, they got a choice because they won. Their choice was between lugging a bunch of coconuts back and forth down the beach, or completing a puzzle to get their tribe supplies. And since they won, they got to choose which one, and the one they don't choose, the other tribe who came second gets to do that one. They decided to do the lugging the coconuts one instead of the puzzle, because they realized they're not that smart. They were the last ones in the puzzle, so they decided to go with the physical challenge. Yeah, I guess. If I was there, I would have been like, nah, I want to do the puzzle, because with the physical challenge, only 2 people get to do it. And I think with the puzzle as well, only 2 people get to do it. But the problem with the physical challenge, obviously the two biggest guys are going to be the ones that have to do it. So, but everyone else is pitching in. They're volunteering you for shit. They have a say in stuff that they're not going to do. And I would just not be okay with that. But they choose the physical challenge. The next group, which was I think the losing tribe. The losing tribe got to do the second challenge. And I think the ones that came in second, I don't know what the hell they had to do. I don't think they had to. Oh, wait. I think the losing tribe had to do it in order to get Flint, and the winning tribe had to do it in order to get extra supplies. I think that's what it was. I can't remember. I stopped giving a shit. But the losing tribe, they had the two nerds with the NASA engineering student and I don't know what that Asian woman's job is, but I think she's in the tech field. Not sure, but she was. I think she was also the one to figure out because they had to count some rings. I think she was the key in figuring out the puzzle. So they have to count all the loops in this, and it's going to be spinning a little bit with the wind, and they have to count all the loops. And they only have one try to get it right, and I think she was the one to figure it out. So good on her. I just don't remember what her job is, what her name is, what her personality is, or still don't give a shit even now. So they did that. They were able to get it, and those guys were still pulling coconuts up and down the beach, but they made it in time, and they got their supplies. All right. I think that was it for them. Because the Brandon, I believe, the guy that looks like Genuine in the face, and whatever this dude's name is, he's his tribe's token gay dude. I don't remember his name, but those two were the ones that were chugging the coconut, lugging the coconuts, and they decided to form like an alliance because they went through that hardship together. And then after that, I guess token gay dude kind of build up some confidence, and he started leading his tribe around to go do stuff, and then he decided because he was running on a high and he was getting very adventurous, he decided to go climb this rock face here, and then he fell and he dislocated his shoulder and cut open his toes. So the medic came in. I think they bandaged up his toe because it was bleeding pretty bad, and they kind of put him in a sling because I think he dislocated his shoulder and then it popped back in, and the medic just kind of put it in a sling to make sure he doesn't lift anything heavy and pop it out. So there was a lot of medic activity in this episode, with the first guy injuring himself, and this dude now, and I think there was another time after that. All right. So, and then we have a crazy drugged out lady. I mean, drug counseling, drugged out lady. She was, give her a close up of like this is not a bad take. Like, this is literally how she looks all the time. Like, she's constantly making faces, constantly licking her lips, even when they're dirty, like literally dirt on her lips, and she's licking the shit out of it and just making weird faces and all the time and screaming randomly. She's nutty as shit. And it's weird. And she's getting nervous that people aren't talking strategy with her. So she's going around to everyone and telling them basically that she's getting nervous that no one is talking strategy to her. I just don't. So she does this. This is another face that she makes, and she makes it very often. Hopefully, she's not mentally disabled. I'm not, because I would hate. Well, I wouldn't care. I would still make fun of her, but people get upset about that kind of stuff. So hopefully that is not the case. It's just, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Really weird. And she's a goddamn drug counselor. I don't know, man. I think this show, I think this, the producers or whatever, I think they think that she's going to be like the star of the show and everyone's going to love her because they're doing a lot of takes with her. They started out with a take with her and they're freaking keep giving her a lot of screen time. And I just like, why? Why? Why do you have a mentally impaired person on the show? Just, all right. So after that, every single tribe had to choose somebody to go on a getaway. And obviously the getaway, I've seen it before in previous seasons. It's usually the whole risk a vote stuff to get an advantage or whatever it was. All right. So 3 people got chosen. I don't remember their names. Now do I care who it was? God, I guess I'd show you an image of who it is. So this guy from the Green Tribe, conveniently has a green shirt. This girl from, I think she's the Orange Tribe, and this girl from the Purple Tribe, she's also wearing purple. I think his name is Matt. I don't know. The awkward social anxiety weird dude. And this chick, I think she works in tech as well. She's cute, but I don't know her name, nor do I care. This one, don't remember anything about her. All right, so these 3 got to go on the getaway, and I guess they didn't get a choice. I think everyone had to risk their vote, and he got a double whammy of no vote for the first 2 tribal councils. So he can't vote twice. And he only told his tribe about not being able to vote once. So he showed them the note saying he doesn't have a vote, and he lied about the other no vote. She got a bank a vote advantage, which means that she can choose not to vote on one tribal and bank that vote as an extra vote for another tribal. And this girl got an advantage, the inheritance advantage, I think it was, which allows her to, at any tribal that there's advantages played, she can play her advantage, and she pretty much gets the effect of every other advantage that is played at that tribal. So it pretty much only comes into power if a bunch of other people play advantages. So I think the only thing she can really get at that point is if someone does the risk a vote, and what's the other thing? The freaking immunity idol and maybe some other stuff. I don't know, but she's hopefully she's on a tribe where people is gaining other advantages and she can actually use it, or wait till merge or something. So that is her advantage. All right. So that's what they get. All right, they go back to their tribe. The dude that got no vote told him he got no vote. He lied about the other no vote that he has. The girl that got the advantage, she lied and she said they got to risk their vote or for something. No, she didn't say anything about that. She said they got to draw for a prize and she lost and someone else got the prize. She didn't say anything about the no votes because she obviously has her vote. The other girl that got the bank and vote advantage simply said she lost her vote to her tribe. All right. So while she was gone to go get her advantage or whatever the hell the risk to vote stuff, her tribe decided to go search for the key to the cage. And while they're searching for the key, Brandon, the dude that looks like Genuine, he found the key. And while he was looking for it, him and Maddie, the chick with the large forehead, they were both in the same place. He tried to hide it, but she saw it, and he decided, instead of trying to hide it, where she could use that information against him, he decided to just tell her that he got it. Let's see. Show you an image. All right, so that's Maddie right there. See her forehead goes all the way up there, and there. All right, so he decided to just tell her that he got it, and he asked her, "Hey, what should we do? Should we tell the rest of the tribe?" And she was trying to convince him not to do that, and he decided that he couldn't trust her, and that he's just going to tell the rest of the tribe, which was a good move because he's the biggest guy on his tribe, and guaranteed she was going to betray him. There was no way they were going to work together long term. But it was also a bad move to tell the rest of the tribe, because when he opened the cage and got the advantage, he read it out in front of the rest of the tribe, and he pretty much got a hidden immunity idol and a fake idol that has no power that he can use to convince people. But now that everyone knows, it's useless, and he has a target on his back. So he pretty much messed up. All right, but he's the first one to get in the cage so far, so I guess that's something. And then his number one ally that he just made just injured himself. And so they get to the next challenge, where they had to row a boat out into the water, then dive into the water, and then bring a large chest back to the shore. I think I've seen this challenge before. Then pull the chest onto the land, open the chest, and then assemble a puzzle. It's a slide puzzle. So two people had to sit out, obviously, because one tribe lost a member because he freaking dived headfirst into a wooden beam. So the one to sit out on the orange tribe was the dude that injured his shoulder. The one to sit out on the green tribe was, I think, the tech investor. I think that's what her job is. It's this lady right here in the front here. This lady. She sat out, and that guy over there with the sling, he sat out as well. All right. Of course, the purple tribe lost that guy that busted his head open. All right. So those two sat out. They go through the challenge. The first ones to finish their slide puzzle, I believe, was the green. Was it the green? I think it was. They were playing for immunity and reward, I believe. And no, there was no reward. They were just playing for immunity. The losing tribe loses their flint, and the first ones to finish was the orange tribe. It was no, not the orange. The purple? No. Yes, it was the green. Okay. It was the green tribe. The green tribe was the first one to finish their puzzle. But I believe in the middle of the game, Genuine looking dude, he passed out from not drinking enough water and being out in the sun. So he had to sit out, which puts his tribe at a disadvantage when it comes to moving the slide puzzles, because they're pretty big pieces and they have to slide them around by hand. So he sat out. The first one to finish was the green tribe. They won immunity, and I think the immunity symbol was like a freaking sword and shield. So they got the sword for finishing first, and then the purple tribe finished second. They got the shield, and of course the orange tribe lost because they had a guy sitting out, and they finished the puzzle last. So they're going to tribal. All right, so that was that. They get back to their tribe, and right away they're the two people that sat out, the lady from tech, she decided to talk to the other guy who was in the sling, and she asked him, did the person that went from your tribe, did they win something or did they lose something? and he's told her that the lady said that she lost her vote. And the tech investor lady, she said, well, our tribe's person said the same thing, and he showed his no vote. He actually showed it to the tribe. And when he found out this information, he goes back to his tribe, and since they lost, he tells them that they're being lied to by this individual right here, this lady. She's the one who got the banker vote, and she said she had no vote, but she didn't show it. So they now know that she lied, and they're trying to vote her out. So Genuine looking dude and the guy in the sling, they kind of agreed, and the other guy who's useless and just there, he also agreed, and she was walking by, and they told her, and she agreed that they're going to vote her out. But then Maddie over here, who was upset that Brandon didn't want to work with her, because by telling the rest of the tribe about his advantage, instead of just keeping it between those two, that like she was trying to do, he pretty much showed that he does want to work with her. So she decided to turn on him and tell everyone that he's the one running the tribe and he has an idol. So she wants to vote him out. So she's talking to this lady to get her on board, even though it didn't make any sense to me, because she said she lost her vote. But no one is acting like she lost her vote, because she's talking strategy with her like she has a vote. So that was weird to me. That none of that was explained, but they were doing it. And she was talking to her about voting him out. Then this lady showed up, and then they got her on board, and she's all confused and she doesn't know. And then she decided to tell them that she wants to risk her vote, because I think they risk her vote in order to gain safety. Shot in the dark, that's what it's called. The shot in the dark. She wanted to take a shot in the dark, even though no one is targeting her. She knows both people who's being targeted, and no one is targeting her, but she's nervous and she wants to take a shot in the dark. I think she was also the lady that, as soon as they all got off the boat when the first opening, she fell down. Like this lady's very bumbling and kind of incompetent. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with her, but she decided to take a shot in the dark, but no one is targeting her. And they're all trying to get together to get something going. And then she talks to other people. She talks to that useless guy, and he's kind of on board to because I think he's a lawyer or something, or a law student, something like that. And he's kind of on board with voting out Brandon, genuine in the face looking dude. And but he's thinking it's a risk, because the guy has them hidden immunity idol, and if he votes him, try to vote him out, and he doesn't go out, then then stuff can happen. So he's worried about it, but I think he's on board with voting him out. Then she talks to dude in the sling, who is supposed to be #1 allies with Brandon, but he's kind of on board. But I think he's nervous that if he doesn't get on board, and everyone, because she told him pretty much everyone else is on board except for him and Brandon, obviously. And so he's nervous that the votes can flip to him if he tells Brandon about anything. So he's kind of like jumping on board to vote out Brandon. And yeah, it was very, very weird. So it went from the girl that was lying all the way to Brandon, because Maddie wants to vote out Brandon now. All right. So, and I think it like Brandon just didn't seem like he knew what was going on. He seemed like he was nervous about Maddie because he didn't trust her. That's why he didn't try to work with her in the beginning. But he didn't seem like he knew what was really going on, because no one was really telling him anything. They were all just acting very suspicious, and he wasn't nervous or anything. He was just chilling. He thought it was going to be an easy vote, and no one told him that the vote got flipped to him. Because I kind of wanted him to know so that he can play his immunity idol and kind of disrupt whatever their plans are. So they go to tribal. Everyone is talking. No one is saying who their targets are going to be or who they trust or whatever. And the nervous lady, she's talking about being nervous and wanting to play her shot in the dark. So she decided to announce it, that she's going to play it before they even go to the vote. And Brandon was like, well, that makes me nervous if she's feeling like she needs to do that, because she said in her speech, I'm going to play it and my vote wouldn't matter if everyone is doing what they say they were going to do anyways. And him hearing that, he was just like, okay, that's a little weird. So they go to vote. Everyone votes, and the chick that won the bank a vote, she decided to use it, so she didn't vote. She banked that vote, and then after everyone voted, then dude in the sling, he decided to take a shot in the dark as well. So two people took a shot in the dark. That means three people aren't voting. And Brandon was like, oh, okay, what's going on here? So they announced the two shot in the darks. The dude in the sling, which is their tribe's token gay guy, he gets a no vote. So not safe, which means he doesn't vote, and he's also vulnerable to getting voted out. The other lady, the nervous lady who didn't need it, she played it and she won safety. She didn't need safety, but she won safety. I don't know what the hell that was about. So then Brandon decided to play his immunity idol, which makes sense because one of his closest ally is playing a shot in the dark. The other lady that he wasn't sure about, she's playing a shot in the dark. So he might as well play it for himself. So he played the idol for himself, and the votes come out, and the person voted out was Maddie by one vote, because 2 votes were for him. 3 votes weren't counted because no one voted. Those people didn't vote. 2 votes were for him and they didn't count. And the 1 vote that he cast, which was for Maddie, she went home. I thought he would have stuck to his vote and vote out the other lady that had the bank of vote advantage, but he didn't. He voted out Maddie, the one that was targeting him. And I couldn't be more excited. He knew who was targeting him. He knew who to vote for, and he knew to play his idol. And I didn't see it coming, and I loved it. That was good. But I still don't like the cast. I still don't like everything that went on with that. But hopefully it's a good season, man. I don't know. I'm just kind of I don't know. I'm not excited about the American version of Survivor anymore, but maybe it might be good. So till next time.